Hey, good morning to you guys. I pray you're doing well. Today is Sunday. I got a frog in my throat all of a sudden. Today is Sunday, April 18th in the morning. Getting a little bit of work done before I get ready to go to church today. We're having revival services today, tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So excited for what God's going to do in our church and in our lives this year, this spring revival. I'm working a couple Kenseth cars for Doug, Mr. Doug up north of the border. And this one that I'm in the midst of decaling right now is the 2011 nationwide Matt Kenseth Mustang that he drove to Victory Lane. I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, he filled in for Trevor Bain in that race. Something went, I don't know what was going on, but he stepped in kind of the last day or two before the race to drive the only time he ever drove a Mustang in NASCAR, to my knowledge. And he drove it to Victory Lane. So what does that tell you? Anyways, the car is super rare car for the 164 scale. I'm trying to do Doug justice with this car. And as you can see, I've got a good amount of the decals already on it. The back, the trunk lid, the roof 16. It's pretty easy, straightforward doing this. This piece turned out really well. I'm real happy with that. It goes on the front there. A little bit of micro sole, and you can get it to lay in there pretty nicely. You can see just the levels of different levels on this Mustang. You got one here, second one, third one deep in there, fourth one, fifth one. It's a real busy front, and when you have a decal that stretches across all those different valleys and ridges, it can be difficult to get in there nicely. But so far so good on that piece, and happy about that. Here's the side piece. This is obviously one big huge decal here. Got that on and cut it a little short right there. Had to piece one in, and so I just have to be careful doing that. But yeah, so working this piece, working this side now, and wanted to get a few of these decals in the water here. Put them on for y'all. Yeah, this particular decal set from Mr. Pato is a little big, which is, you'd rather have it big than coming up short. There's decal sets that come up short. You have to either get some decals that match, or, you get some paint going, and kind of have to, compensate for the lack of the decal, and that's not ideal. It never. I won't say never, but very rarely does it turn out to be what I would call a satisfactory, good, custom die cast. I'm all about trying to make the customs as, I'm trying to make a perfect custom. I'll be honest with you, perfect. No flaws, no blemishes anywhere, and that's what I strive after. And sometimes it's just not possible with the decal set. So you have to settle. Nobody likes to settle, but sometimes we're forced to, and we have to take it. I had already previously kind of measured this out, so this wheel well's a little small, so I need to widen it a little bit before I put this on there. We can finish cutting this. Big shot on my back of my thumb there. Might need that. I don't like to throw away a lot of decals when I'm working it. You never know when you might need a spare or something. So this is going to come across here. It's a little long in the front. It's fine, I can trim that. And this is going to come here. Might have to tuck just a little bit along here from what I just cut, but you can see on the back it's too big. Just too big. So I need to cut that all the way across that back. You can see that. I'm actually going to cut it like this. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. I want to see what I got. I can always cut more. You can't cut less. So, I don't need that if I have that. So yeah, let's see. Here, let me cut some of this front here. Yeah, we have our daughters graduating from high school next month, and we're going to have a open house for her, inviting, family and friends over. So my wife and I were like, okay, well, we want to get, this room painted, and we want to get this done, and so, oh boy. So I got a lot of stuff to do here in the next month and a half until the party, so that's going to be a challenge, no doubt, to get all that done. So, yeah. Okay, so that's that. I think I'm okay there. So I need to trim in a little bit right at the F, because I want to wrap this around the spoiler. And then I cut down. Okay, can do that. And at the same time, I'll cut some slits in here so I can better fold this under the wheel well when the time comes. And sometimes, I'm not sure, but I might have to fold that in, so I like to cut just a little bit there. Okay? So I said cut in at the F. And then cut down. Let's see what this looks like. I want to get this right before I get it in the water, because that is, you don't really want to be trimming decals when they're wet. It's much harder to do that. So, yeah. So that'll look like that. Pretty good. It's better than the other side. I didn't do so great on the other side. And, yeah. These huge decals on the sides, they take a lot of water. Okay. And I could probably put the headlight in here. And this piece in here too. These little side pieces. This piece came with the decal set too. I don't think I need it, to be honest with you. I may need to use some of it, because the way that this decal set is, or the way the design is, you have this blue here on the front, and then of course you have the headlight that goes across it. But off the top of the headlight are these, the blue lines kind of come up this way. You can see them here. Grab one. See this? So, and it kind of comes up pretty far from looking at the pictures. I don't have my computer up. So, it actually, I think, is like, kind of comes up like that. And so what I think I'm going to need is a little piece of this that I'll need to trim. So I'll have the headlight come across here, and then I'll have a piece that will go up from the headlight and connect to this piece. And I think it's going to be that. Let me try to hold this here with my fingers. I think it'll be this piece here. So I'll cut that off, and I'll just trim this to size to connect the headlight back to this little stripe here. So that'll be a little bit of jerry-rigging going on to get it just right. You know, some of the decals you get, you know, you don't use entirely. So you have to look at the design of the car and adjust accordingly, which, you know, it's a little bit of ad hoc, ad lib work, but that's, you know, that's what we try to do. Going after the perfect custom, trying to get it as best as we can. All right, so a couple other things I wanted to show you guys. We'll start with this. So when I paint the underbelly of these cars, so I use a few different colors, right? I use a gray, I use aluminum on that piece right there, white, the black exhaust, and then I do this little area here on the back. It's kind of like the differential area here, and I usually use like a rust color. And the rust that I had, it was a Model Masters rust. It was really starting to get dry. I mean, really dry and dry. Every time I used it, it was really dry. It was almost like a clay. And I tried to soften it up and get it to flow a little bit better, and it just didn't work. So I chucked it, okay? And instead of going out and buying more rust, another bottle of rust paint, I decided to mess around and use kind of what I have, because I have a lot of little paints here that I really don't use that much. So here's what I did, and you can see that looks pretty good. It's a brown, kind of a rust color there on that. So here's what I did. Sorry. Have this gloss enamel, and it's brown. Okay. Had this for a while. You can see how old the bottle is, right? And what I did to kind of dumb it down a little bit was I took some of this. This is pearl orange. If I can open this up here. I took some of this pearl orange. Actually, I took a good amount of it. Which actually kind of looks like a rust color in and of itself. But I took some of this, I stirred it up really good, right? And I dumped it into my brown. So I had a little science experiment here. And you can see the color change. That's what it was, and now that's what it is. So it's a darker version of that. Nice mix. It kind of looks like a dirty bronze rust color. And it's a little shiny too. This was more of a, I mean, it was gloss, but it was definitely not as, you know, metallic look. So anyways, that's what I've got, and this is going to be my underbelly paint now. I threw the rust away. So, yeah, that's what I did there. And I'll be using that for the foreseeable future. All right. I like to share stories with you guys. And so you're wondering, what the heck is this dumb little Hedgehog salt shaker doing here? Well, I was telling you guys, you know, stepping away from the custom diecast hobby and into my personal life. And as I like to share a little bit of that with you guys, just to make it a little bit more personal. These videos and our virtual relationships can be a little bit more interesting, I guess. But I had this robin who was trying to build a nest above our front door, and I decided to put this hedgehog up on the ledge next to where the nest was being built to try to scare it away, right? It was funny. And so I saw the robin land behind this, right? There's a ledge, right? So I'd set it about maybe 8-10 inches away from the nest. And the robin, like, was scared off. It landed behind it, and it saw it and was like, what the heck is that? And then it kind of flew away and was gone for maybe like half a day. And then it came back, and well, I had cleaned out the nest that it had started. And then it came back, and it started building the nest again. And so I moved this thing a little bit closer to the nest, and then it was gone for another half a day. Cleaned out that area again. And then the next day, this was laying on the ground. I don't know if the robin had a little fight with it or whatever, but, you know, it's a lightweight thing. So this was laying on my porch. So I picked it back up, and I set it, like, right where the nest was to be built after cleaning out the nest again. I cleaned out the nest probably like 6 times in the last, you know, few days. So anyways, it obviously didn't like that, but I still saw it flying around. So I got its twin, right, because it's a salt and pepper shaker. I cleaned out the nest area, or cleaned the area out a little because there's mud all over the place. Cleaned it out again. Put this one up there with its twin brother and set them both there, you know, maybe about, you know, 8-10 inches apart, right on the ledge there. And I haven't seen the robin for the last 2 days. So who would have thunk that these little decorative, you know, hedgehogs would scare away a robin? But anyways, I was playing around with that, and just I had shot that robin at least twice with the airsoft gun, and it still was coming back. So Billy, I heard your fireworks remedy, but I just couldn't bring myself to do that here in my neighborhood and to bother my neighbors early in the morning. So anyways, that's my solution. My neighbor has an owl up, you know, a fake owl, and so I didn't want to go out and buy an owl, so I decided to just use what I had, and so far so good. We'll see if it comes back or not. But yeah, let that sit just a few more minutes. Show you what else I got going. You can see Doug, you can see the 2011 Cup Fastenal that Matt drove in Fusion. And so this one is in the process of being sealed. Got a couple other little things to do with it. But it's turned out really well. I'm real happy with this car. These things don't line up a little bit here. You can see just a little bit the thickness of this piece, and that's a little skinnier piece that comes back here, so it's a little off ever so slightly there. I've got to put a green fuel door on here, but yeah, back is pretty good. I had a little touch up right in the corner there. This thing will focus. Come on. Right there in this corner, the decal chipped. I had to touch it up with a little red paint, but yeah, happy with that. I hope you're going to be happy with that. I've got a couple other cars that I'm kind of starting on this back row here. Joey, there's your 2016 Pedigree. There's a 2015 Heritage Kyle Busch car. One of the things, and I'm sorry, Joey, I had attributed you asking for the Heritage car. If somebody requested the 2015 Kyle Busch Heritage car, please let me know. I have lost track as to who asked for this car. And so I thought it was Joey. He fessed up and said, no, it wasn't me. So I need to figure out who that was. Please contact me. Let me know. I haven't really gotten started on those other cars there. I've got another Michael McDowell Daytona 500 Gold car to do. Got that JB painted in JB Weld yesterday. I really like. I've said this a number of times. I really like that gold color. Painted those gold rims, and yeah, I'm debating. You guys, let me know if I should put the glitter confetti on this car. So what I was actually thinking was doing it up, right, the decals, and I was thinking to make it, make the marks like it had before of the race winning car with the silver tape on the corners here and this back edge that he had to repair his car during the race. But I was thinking to do that and then also put some of the gold glitter confetti on it. Let me know what you think. Billy, I know you're not going to like it because you don't like confetti. But anyways, I was thinking about that. Maybe not as much as I did before. So yeah, just give me your thoughts. I'm curious how that would work. And then I've got this other Clover car to do. So a couple things. I've got a few people that asked for customs that haven't gotten back to me yet. So DRider82, if you are watching these videos, you asked for a few Blaney cars. Just let me know. If I don't hear from you here within the next week or so, I'll be offering them up to other people. And then Mr. GoDaddy, I think it's GoDaddy Cup Series, Gabe, you asked for the Stenhouse and the Danica Patrick Spin Master. I haven't heard from you in a couple weeks. Just let me know. I definitely enjoy making cars for people that ask for them, and through doing the YouTube videos, I've got some new contacts. So just if you don't mind, follow through. I made these cars for you. It's not, financially, it's not a big deal because if you've noticed, I'm able to sell the cars for a good amount of money. $25 is what my custom request is, and typically I sell them for more than that. So I'm not really out, but I do want to finish, if you guys asked for these cars, you wanted them, and just want to make sure you guys are getting what you want. And so please reach out to me. And I've got that Ty Dillon car. I'm waiting to send that to you, Michael, until I get a couple more done that you had asked for. So that's that. Joey, a few of the cars that you asked for, the Max Payne is, I've got it done, boxed up. The Josh Balicki car, I put it in this box here. The Insurance King. And then I don't have a box for this Forever Lawn Earnhardt, but I just put it back in the blister pack, and I put in the label. Whoops, slides around there. The Jeff Earnhardt label. If you have a box and you want to use it, you could use that. But I don't have any boxes specifically for these 2020 or 2021 Camaro Xfinity cars. So I just put it back in that blister pack. That's how that's gonna come to you. Alrighty. Oh, Mr. William, I got your box. I'm sorry, I'm kicking the tripod here. I got your box, but I have a question for you. As we talked, I said I could use 6 boxes, and so you sent me this box, and I said I just need 6. And so what I'm kind of concerned because I know you're an older guy, but if you're having trouble counting to 6, and because there's 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and I went to public school probably like you did too, but I don't get 6, right? I count 9, so that's 4, 9, 10. Wait, 4 and 9 make 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. So, William, I really think you might need some math tutoring. I'm just busting you, man. You sent me more than 6, you goofball. You sent me like 21 boxes. So, no, I thank you. I'm just messing with you about your math skills. But no, I thank you. God bless you. Appreciate it. I'll definitely be able to use those boxes for customs and for other things that people need. So having fun with you there, man. Appreciate you. All right, let's see if I can get this on here, get this started at least. The latter part of this video. Back this up just a little bit. Pump this up just a little bit. Alrighty. Okay. Looks pretty good. Get this to drop down here. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. That was pretty easy. Now it's just working it in, getting the bubbles out. That'll need to fold there, but that's not a problem. That'll fold in easily. This will fold up here a little bit. Let's see if I can hold the car like this. Yeah, I was spending some time painting yesterday. My wife and I talked. We want to paint 3 rooms, 2 bathrooms, and a kitchen. And a kitchen. Our kitchen. Don't have multiple kitchens. So anyways, I got some paint, went to town, painted one of the bathrooms yesterday. And you can imagine kind of I'm pretty detail oriented. And so I'm trying to paint, I try to be very meticulous, with the painting and trying to get it just perfect. And so I definitely am a slow painter, and I think that can frustrate my wife. But I only did 1 room yesterday, and so I'm thinking like the next few Saturdays I'll just tackle 1 room at a time. But yeah, it's just kind of funny. She's not a painter, so I'm painting it by myself. So, but yeah, that was pretty much my whole day. Went to our men's prayer breakfast. Went to Home Depot and got some. Actually, went to Home Depot and Sherwin-Williams. I've gotten into Sherwin-Williams paint. I was looking to see. Sometimes there's a Sherwin-Williams logo. It's here. Yeah. There's a Sherwin-Williams logo right there on that car. But it's a high-quality paint, 1 coat coverage. I like it. I don't like the price. Oh my gosh. Never in a million years did I ever think that I would be spending that much money on a gallon of paint. But whatever. High-quality stuff. It's good stuff. And it's easy to paint. Goes on smooth and nice and all that. So anyways, I'll be doing that, so I'll be challenged to spend a whole lot of time on my hobby here, as we got to get the house ready for our daughter's high school graduation. So excited about that. So hope this is a good, helpful video for you guys, and hope you have a great Sunday. Enjoy the day, enjoy the race today at Richmond, and God bless you. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.